road trip continues in the state of Florida, starting in Tampa. Game started close until the end of the second. Start of the third, we were down 5-2. We scored too late to finish at 5-4. But like inevitably we lose, obviously.
Yeah.
Hughes has a 3-point night. Miller and PD get 2. So this was also our third loss in a row.
Mm-hmm.
This was a game where I think the only moment of the game that matters is the Brandon Hagel goal.
Okay.
Because it came 9 seconds after I think icing or offside or something, or like I can't remember exactly, but it was like a 9-second play where Hughes and Bear or Hughes and Shen or something, they both took the one guy and left Brendan Hagel wide open to score. Like it was really pathetic. Like like Bruce Boudreau like was shaking his head and couldn't believe it, like because it was that bad of a blooper almost of like, oh, let's both just chase this. Oh, he's got to pass, and it was and that was the 4-2 goal.
Oof.
So it was done at the end of the second, essentially.
Stamkos scored his 499th goal.
Yes, he did.
He can get 500 tomorrow night or tonight if you're listening tomorrow.
Yeah. So you said 5-1 Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
I said 6-2 Lightning. So I was close until the last 2 goals.
I got the 5 right.
Yeah, you said a hat trick for Cooch.
Okay.
Cooch got 1 goal.
Yeah. Another assist though, so we had 2 points.
Yeah, and I said 0.2 goals. He got nothing.
Okay.
Not even an assist.
So we were lacking on that one.
Yeah, it wasn't the best.
So I listened to this game and then, but I went on Twitter once we arrived at our where we were staying, and I obviously saw some clips. A lot of them were of JT Miller.
Yeah.
And just the lack of hustle.
It wasn't just him though.
Yeah, no, but it's JT, so it's always going to get highlighted. It might have actually been the Hagel goal, now that I think of it, where JT's like 2 strides away from getting him, but just like kind of just glides and is like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, it might have been that, but that one was the major defender's fault.
Yeah,
for sure.
But then there was also the JT pass where Bo is just absolutely blowing the zone, and JT turns it over, puts it right on whoever's stick, and then they score. Yeah, it's just more highlighting of just, I don't know, maybe it's the lack of defensive awareness with this team, or maybe they just flat out don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I would not blame Bo if he had 0 fucks given about the defensive zone anymore. Like, it's like, fuck you guys. I know the more I score, the more I'm going to get paid. And JT, well, he's got his $50 million, so I don't think he gives a shit about the defensive zone.
He doesn't.
But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just shitty. Like, it's just like kind of another game this season where it's like, oh, okay, we're getting slapped around, we're losing, and then here's like 3 to 5 minutes where we actually play good hockey and we score 2 goals and we can make it a close game, and then we lose.
Yeah.
And it's just the definition of the season.
Pretty much.
Come out sleepy and slow and try to fight at the end.
Well, you remember how we were joking about, oh, hey, 5 goals that we let in a game. Yeah, this was another one.
Yep.
So 2 days later, we play in Sunrise, and it's the same old, chasing and coming up short. Myers gets his annual goal.
Yes, that's right. He scored.
First goal in 68 games, and then Horvat gets his 30th. So
okay, yep.
But ultimately, this score is 4-3, 4th regulation loss in a row.
Oof.
Yeah, no loser point there.
No. We gave up 3 goals in the second, which I don't know if I've seen any stats, or maybe if they have shown the stats on the broadcast. I feel like we're probably the worst second period team in the league.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like,
yeah, I think so.
I feel like first period we're probably bottom 10.
Yeah.
Second period last, and then third period we're probably like in the top half.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Which, yeah, I don't know if the long changes, all of a sudden we're like, oh, we're so tired, we can't clear the zone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I didn't watch this game. I have nothing to add. It's just, Just another pathetic outing, I guess.
I'll say that stat after. Okay. I'll say that after. When we get to after the Carolina game. So, you had Panthers winning 6-5.
Okay.
So not terrible.
Not terrible.
I had Canucks winning 5-4.
Okay.
In overtime. So
yep.
I'll say you were closer. You had Tkachuk 2 points, and Montour a goal.
Oh, Montour got an assist.
Got an assist, and Tkachuk had
1 point.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I had a Hughes goal, which didn't happen.
No.
And but I did have Horvat's 30th goal.
Yep,
I did write that.
You did.
But I did say OT.
Oh, for the OT winner.
But I'll take the credit of the 30th goal.
Yep.
So then on the latter half of the back-to-back, it starts the same against Carolina, but ends differently. We go down 2-0. We rally to tie. Then Aho ices us for what we think with 2.5 minutes left.
Yep.
Just for Besser to tie it with 17 seconds left. And then PD Forsberg's his way to the win in the shootout.
Yeah. This game I listened to in whole.
Yeah.
On the radio. It was I'm not gonna lie, 650 broadcast, by far the best broadcast in the league. The Paul Stastny one, he was wide open, backdoor.
Yeah.
Complete defensive breakdown again. I think Martinook's was the same. But the Ethan Bear goal I thought was really awesome because that came right after Gino.
Yep.
That it was announced that he passed away, and Bear talked about it post game of how maybe Gino was there for the shot or whatever, and how Gino kind of recruited him, kind of ish.
Yeah.
About coming to Vancouver and all this stuff, which I thought was pretty sweet. But yeah, like I for sure once I heard Aho's score in the third, I was like, oh yep, chalk that up as another L. Guess I'm not right. We're not winning the last game of the road trip.
Yeah.
But Brock with 17 seconds left.
17 seconds left.
Yeah.
Which I bring up that we were 17 seconds away from our 5th regulation loss in a row.
Yep.
So that's really bad.
Yep. That is very bad. And then Kuzmenko and PD both scoring in the shootout.
Yep.
And I saw both goals. Kuzmenko's was a nice little glove side shot.
Yep.
And then PD obviously with the Forsberg that sent Kochetkov down to the AHL.
Oh, he's down there now.
Sent down.
He's been doing well.
He has been.
Yeah.
But Freddie Anderson's back now, I guess. So they're like whatever. But it sounded like Delia had himself a good game.
It was all right. Yeah, it was okay.
Maybe that was just like the Carolina broadcast. Maybe because they did not pay 1 second of attention to the Canucks. And it's anytime he made a save, they're like, "Wow, Colin Delia is a really good goalie. He's having himself quite the game here." So maybe it was just average.
Yeah. So you said 3-2 Canucks.
Yep.
So 4-3 in a shootout. That's pretty damn close. You said PD gets 2. PD got nothing, but he did get the shootout.
Winner.
So
it was a Forsberg, so it counts twice.
Yeah, we'll give you that one. Yeah. I had 6-1 Canes with Nietzsche getting 2 points, which he got 0.
Okay.
So the stat I'll say is, last game we talked about how many goals we've been allowing. With 5 goals or more. We're one of the few teams left in the league that hasn't gotten a shutout. Okay, so we're down to. So we'll just go with 1 goal. Where we allowed 1 goal. Want to take a guess how many games it's been since we allowed only 1 goal in the game?
Does it date back to last season?
No, it's still this season.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, how many games in a row have we gotten where it's been 2 or more goals we've allowed?
We've played how many games?
43. Is it 43? I have it here.
I'll go
43.
26 games.
22 in a row.
Oh, I was going to say 22.
Yeah. 22 in a row that we've let in 2 or more goals.
Against?
The last one?
Yeah.
We won 5-1 against Vegas.
Okay, yep.
In
Vegas.
Yeah, in November. And we've gone 3 games this season with only 1 goal allowed. So 40 out of 43 games, we've allowed 2 or more goals.
Wow.
So the over... Are we counting over at 6.5 or 5.5?
6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Okay. So the over, just me looking at our last stuff, the over has hit in the last 5 games. Still 6 goals in that Colorado game.
Yep.
But essentially the only real one, if we were on 5.5, which is the average, once on New Year's Eve, we lost 3-2, but the over has been hit on virtually every game in the last since game 26. So in the last 17 games, it's essentially been the over 15 times.
That checks out.
So yeah,
we can't play defense, but we can score.
Yeah. So if you're betting people, you bet on the over every time, essentially.
Yep.
All right. So we'll go into upcoming schedule.
Yep.
Tampa Bay Wednesday night, or tonight if you're listening.
I will go Canucks win, and it will be
because of just there's 5 games. Let's not go into points.
Okay.
Like who gets points? Just
okay.
Yeah.
We'll
do it when there's less games in a week.
I'll go 4-2.
4-2 for Canucks.
Yep.
Okay. I also think we will get it done solely because of the Gino night.
Yep.
Even though Tampa just beat us, but I will go because we can't defend. I'll go 5-4 OT.
Okay.
Canucks. Okay, so then Friday, Colorado.
Loss. Even the last time we played, we beat them.
Last 2 we've won.
That's right.
Last 2.
I'll say we lose and 5-2.
Okay, so I'm gonna say we win because if we have their number this year, I guess so.
Yep.
Also, Jim Rutherford mentions that maybe this is the year to tank, which means naturally we're gonna win some fucking games because that's just how it's gonna go.
We're gonna ruin all lottery chances.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. We finally got a decent fucking defending game. I'll say 3-1.
Okay.
Okay. Then we play Edmonton Saturday night.
This I will also go a loss. This will be the flip flop. This will be the tight game. And It's going to be 3-2.
Okay, 3-2 Oilers. I'm also going to say Oilers win this game, and it'll be back to normal. 7-3.
Okay.
7-3 Oilers. I'll go. All right. Then Tuesday, Chicago. First game against Chicago of the season.
I'll say we win.
Because they're dog shit.
Yeah.
Everyone. Worse than the league right now.
Yeah. And I'll go high scoring 6-3.
Okay. I will be generous and say we finally get a shutout.
Okay.
And it's going to be pathetic, and it's only going to be a 2-0 shutout.
Just a boring one.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you say your score was again?
6-3.
6-3. Okay. And then finally, Wednesday at Seattle next week.
I'm gonna do something that I'm not happy of. The Kraken finally beat us.
All right. Okay.
And it'll be not easy for them. It's gonna be 5-4 in overtime.
Okay. So the Kraken is pissed from that last game.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if they win. However, only thing in life.
You're sticking with it.
Only thing in life that's certain.
Canucks beating Kraken.
No, that was taxes, death, or death, taxes, and Canucks beating. So I will say 6-4
back-to-back shutouts.
6-4 Canucks back-to-back shutouts. No, not a chance.
Both by Delia.
That would be fucking wild. All right, so we'll go into thumbs.
Yep.
Is yours positive or negative?
Mine's a thumbs down.
How negative is yours? Mine's like a half negative, half bad, half funny.
Mine's more critical than I would say negative. Yeah. Anyways, I'll go first.
Okay. Mine has a little bit of like a message at the end of them. Mine's pure comedy only.
Okay. My thumbs down is to. Now I'm gonna generalize here, but I'm gonna go with all American hockey radio play-by-play.
Okay.